Why did the High Court of Kenya deliver a powerful judgment against its own government over the abduction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? What laws were broken, and why does this matter not just to us Nigerians or Kenyans, but to anyone who believe in justice and constitutional order? In this video, we will break down the recent landmark ruling by Justice E.C. Mwita and explain the legalities of the case from the start to the finish. The first question that might come to your mind is, why does a Kenyan court have the jurisdiction to hear a matter about Nnamdi Kanu, who is a Nigerian citizen and whose current trial is in Nigeria? The answer is straightforward. The violation occurred on Kenyan soil based on the principle of lex loci delicti. Under Kenya's 2010 constitution, particularly Article 22, any person, including a non-citizen, can institute a court proceeding if they feel that their rights of fundamental freedom have been infringed, denied, or violated. That means once Nnamdi Kanu was present in Kenya, whether lawful or not, the state had a constitutional obligation to protect his rights. So when his brother Kingsley Kanu filed the petition, the Kenyan court had both territorial and subject matter jurisdiction to entertain that matter. Let's now unpack what exactly happened and why the court found it unconstitutional and illegal. The court made serious findings like one, that Nnamdi Kanu was adopted. Two, he was held incommunicado, meaning that he was not allowed to contact a lawyer or a family member or even a friend, and that he was tortured and denied basic human needs like food, water, and medication. And most importantly, he was not produced before a court within 24 hours, as provided by Article 49, sub 1 of paragraph F of the Kenyan constitution. The court ruled that the adoption and forced redemption was carried out with the connivance, complexity, and tacit approval of the Kenyan government and its security agency. This is what is known under international law as an act of extraordinary redemption, and it is illegal. You don't just pick someone up in secret and fly them out of the country. There are due processes that must be followed under the Extradition Act. So you may ask what the law actually requires. So here is how it should have gone. Nigeria should have made a formal extradition request to Kenya. One, Kenyan authority will then need to arrest Nnamdi Kanu and inform him of their reason for doing so, then produce him before a magistrate. Two, the Kenyan court will then have to determine if the extradition is lawful before the transfer could happen. But then, ubi jus ibi remedium, where there is a right, there is a remedy. The court didn't just condemn their actions, it gave real consequences, pecuniary compensation. Firstly, the court declared that the action of the Kenyan government was unconstitutional and illegal, and then awarded the sum of 10 million Kenyan shillings, which is approximately $78,000 or 110 million naira to Nnamdi Kanu, which is to be paid by the Attorney General of Kenya. And most importantly, it's ordered that the cost of the petition and interest must also be paid too. This goes beyond politics. It's about the rule of law. No matter who you are, if you're in a country governed by a constitution, you have rights. And when those rights are violated, the court must act. Whether or not you agree with Nnamdi Kanu's politics or ideology, this case is a reminder that the constitution must be the highest authority. And that is exactly what Justice E.C. Wita has reminded us of. I am Counsel Smiles. Follow for more legal tips. Sharp.